Guys, I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, this story I'm going to tell you, man, is tragic. And I think it happened last week out there in North Texas, Manfield, Texas, to be exact. And it's about this young lady right here, man. It was a freak accident, but somebody needs to be held accountable for it. It's crazy how people just have no regard for human life, or just with them trying to go to and fro and about their day. A lot of people just don't have the accountability to come forward, even though something was an accident. Ladies and gentlemen, this young lady up here, Sasha Smith, is hospitalized right now. And she has all kinds of injuries, and she needs multiple surgeries. I'm going to let you see her mother telling the story. And on this news article, it'll give you a little bit more information. Take a look at this, and we'll come back and talk about it.
A North Texas mother says her daughter has a long road to recovery after what she admits was a freak accident on a North Texas road, but one that could happen to others. NBC5's Sophia Beausoleil spoke with the mother, who is still in disbelief of what she witnessed.
21-year-old Sasha Smith remains in the hospital here in Fort Worth after she fell out of her mother's car and was ran over. Her mother says it was a freak accident.
It's ongoing surgeries.
Sharita Smith hasn't been able to leave her daughter's hospital bed since early Sunday morning and keeps replaying what happened a day ago.
When she fell out, I screamed, "Sasha," because it was unbelievable.
Sharita says her daughter called her to pick her up because she had been drinking on their way from Grand Prairie to Cleburne. That's when the unthinkable happened.
I had said something to Sasha to make her laugh, and she leaned back. She leaned back on the door, and she flew out the door. We didn't know it wasn't secure. It wasn't closed all the way.
She says her truck is almost 20 years old and the sensors weren't working properly. Sharita says after her daughter fell out of the truck, she pulled over as fast as she could, but there were other cars around her.
So I got out the car. I'm running across the street. I'm running across the street to get her. But before I could get to her, a white car hit her while she was laying down, and then a black car hit her. And they kept going.
The Mansfield Police Department says this all took place in the 800 block of FM 917 around 1:14 Sunday morning. Sharita says she had to drag her daughter's body from the road.
The one person that stopped was a policeman. He was just there by chance. And I told him, I said, my baby's been hit. She fell out of the truck. I was screaming. He couldn't believe what he saw when he got out the car.
She says Sasha was flown to JPS with a broken back, severe injuries to her lower body and spine.
So it's like Humpty Dumpty trying to put her back together. But thank God, it's nothing wrong with my child's brain.
Sasha's road to recovery will be long, and that's what her family's main focus is. But they also want the drivers who didn't stop to come forward to police.
I don't blame who hit her for hitting her, because she was in the way. I've been blaming myself because my baby fell out of my car. That's my child. But why didn't you stop or slow down? They knew something wasn't right.
Reporting in Fort Worth, Sophia Beausoleil, NBC5.
That's the sad news. What happened to Miss Sasha Smith out of Cleburne, Texas. It's a unfortunate accident, and a freak accident at that. God only knows what the mother went through trying to drag the body of her daughter, who's barely alive with a broken back and various broken bones, across a highway after two people ran over her and kept going. Now I'm going to tell you something. The road they showed, right? It's not a highway, but I mean, it's a high pace thing. You driving, you run somebody over directly in front of you. You got to know you hit something hard. You didn't even slow down, the mother said. And shout out to Sharita Smith for telling the daughter's story. We seen multiple times, guys, you run over something in the street that make the car go up off the ground. Because trust me, if you run over a body, it will lift it up. We've seen that multiple times in videos I did when people get run over. How many of you on the highway hit something hard that either knocked you off balance while you riding or made the car go up and you immediately look back like, what the hell was that? Or at least pull over to see if your car was damaged. Whoever did this ain't shit, man. For real. That's something I would have did. You know what I'm saying? If I was in my car and something happened, boom, boom, whoa, whoa, what was that? It's like some people be caught up in their own ways of just trying to do it, go where they trying to get, not mattering what they hit or who. We see hit and runs now at an all-time high. Some of them intentional and some of them unintentional. But either way, man, when you hit something, say something. People just be taking off like it's nothing. This is a girl in the hospital. And on top of that, her mother had to see that. Says she was talking with her and laughing, fell out the car. Some people might say, oh, well, she shouldn't have been drinking or anything. She did the right thing. She didn't get behind the wheel. They tell you in all the commercials, have a designated driver. So I don't hold nothing against her. She young, she drinks, she party, whatever. She was responsible with what she did. I'd rather her do that than get behind the wheel. She did what she was supposed to do when she was impaired. Her GoFundMe is in the description box. And I'm going to show you something. I'm going to put it up here real quick. Boom. Now, this GoFundMe been out for at least 9 days and only got $8,200 for a goal of $20,000. It ain't like they asked for $100,000 to pay for the medical expenses. They asked for $8,249. If anybody's interested in it, the GoFundMe link is in my description box. And you guys can check it out. I'll be donating something tomorrow to this. I mean, it's only fair. I do stories on people and they got GoFundMe sometimes, demon on the situation. I'll bring it to you guys' attention. This right here is a problem worth trying to help. Or somebody that's worth trying to help. She did the right thing. She did what I would have did, and it could have happened to anybody. You're in the car, you think you're safe. So, I mean, you guys can check it out if you want. But, I mean, getting back to this story, man, this is heartbreaking. I just had my daughter this whole weekend. She ain't nothing but 8 years old. But, I mean, still, when you see somebody get hurt, it's still your kid. You always revert back to seeing them at younger days. Imagine what this lady, Sharita, saw after her daughter was viciously ran over not once, but twice. Luckily, it was a cop there. They had to airlift her. When they airlift you, you know it's bad. And just waiting for that helicopter to come and your daughter's on the ground suffering horrific injuries. You got to really look at it like that, man. Like that woman was really going through it off of a freak accident. And I give her respect. She said, hey, things happen. They ran her over, but they didn't slow down or stop or nothing. Are we that consumed as human beings nowadays that where we can't even show compassion or just interest in anything out of the ordinary besides where we want to go and what we want to do? Just something to think about, man. Prayers for Sasha Smith. May she make a full recovery. And I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.